Hello again, guys. This is week 2, Comprehension Check 7. It's the second comprehension check in your week 2 packet. So today we're going to read about a goldfish named Goldie. Pretty good name, huh? Okay, here we go. Greg has a goldfish named Goldie. Goldie seems a little glum. Glum means kind of sad. She swims very slowly around her bowl and her tail is down. Greg wonders what could be wrong with Goldie. At first, he gives her some fish food, but she doesn't eat. She watches the fish flakes drop to the bottom of the bowl. Next, Greg buys Goldie a new aquarium castle. Goldie looks at the castle and swims away. Greg looks closer at Goldie's bowl. He notices that it is very dirty. Greg scrubs and cleans Goldie's bowl. Now she is happy. So like last time, I'm going to go ahead and I will just use the colors to underline the answers, but you can write them on the line if you would like. So how does Greg know that Goldie is glum? So with a red crayon or just with your pencil, you can find where does it tell us, how does he know that she is glum, that she's a little sad? What is the first thing that Greg does for Goldie in orange? So think about the first thing that he does for her. What is the second thing Greg does for Goldie? And you're going to underline that in yellow or write your answer on the line. What makes Goldie happy again? You can either underline that in green or you can write it here on the line. And then it says highlight and write 3 adjectives from the story. So you can either do like we kind of did last time and circle them with blue, or if you have a highlighter at home, you can use them and you could write them down here. So first we need to remember what an adjective is. Do you remember what an adjective is? An adjective is a describing word. So it's a word that describes something else. So remember when I talk about Muka, I say that she's my fat cat. And when we talked about adjectives in class, we talked about how that Miss PL is tall. So we could say Miss PL is a tall teacher. Mrs. Olin is a short teacher. And tall and short would both be adjectives. So they describe something. So find 3 words that describe something here. And you can either highlight them or circle them in blue or just write them online. So I'm going to have you pause your video now to do your work. And then we'll come back and go over the answers. Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. We're going to go ahead and go over our answers now. Our first question for comprehension check number 7 was, how does Greg know that Goldie is glum? Well, over here it said Goldie seems a little glum, and then it gave us some reasons, some ways that she was showing that. She swims very slowly around her bowl and her tail is down. Next question was the first thing Greg does for Goldie. We underline that in orange. And we see the clue words at first. That tells us this is the first thing. He gives her some fish food, but she doesn't eat. Second thing, what is the second thing Greg does for Goldie in yellow? So then we have a clue word, next. Greg buys Goldie a new aquarium castle. What makes Goldie happy again in green? Greg scrubs and cleans Goldie's fishbowl. Now she is happy. Then we had to find 3 adjectives from the story, 3 words that describe something else. Like last time, I found a few more than 3, but you might have some of these. You might have had some different ones. So the first one I circled was fish. Now that doesn't necessarily sound like an adjective because a fish is a thing. But here, this fish is describing food. Well, what kind of food? Fish food. Okay, new. New can describe something. Well, it's a new what? A new aquarium castle. But aquarium can also be an adjective here because it answers the question, well, what kind of castle? And it's an aquarium castle. Now down here we have dirty. Well, what is dirty? Now this one we have to kind of go back a little bit, and it was Greg was looking closer at Goldie's bowl. So it's Goldie's bowl that is dirty. So that describes her bowl. And now the last one is happy. Well, who is happy? Well, that's Goldie. She's happy now that her fishbowl is clean. So we could say Goldie is a happy goldfish. Okay, so here are your answers. Good job, guys, and we'll come back again for comprehension check number 8 in just a little bit.